Have you ever been in that weird situation where you and someone else clearly have something going on, but both of you are acting like absolutely nothing is happening? Like on the surface, you're just friends, but underneath, there's tension, there's awkward eye contact, there's overthinking every text for 20 minutes. Yeah, that situation. Today we're talking about 3 signs you both want each other, but pretend you don't. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might accidentally realize you're in one of these situations right now. Oops. All right, let's get into it. Sign number 1. You both find excuses to talk about absolutely nothing. This is one of the biggest giveaways. When 2 people secretly like each other, conversations somehow keep happening, even when there's nothing important to say. You'll text like, hey, what's up? Nothing. You? Nothing. And instead of ending there like normal humans, the conversation somehow continues for 2 more hours. You start talking about random stuff. That one weird coworker, a show you've already watched 3 times, what you're eating for dinner, why socks disappear in the laundry. And the funniest part? Neither of you actually needs this conversation. You just want it. You'll pretend it's casual, like, oh yeah, I was just bored. No, you weren't bored. You were thinking about them. Another clue is how fast you reply, but not too fast. You see the message immediately. Your phone lights up. Your heart does a little jump. But instead of replying right away, you wait. Not because you're busy, but because you don't want to look too interested. So you sit there like, okay, I'll reply in 7 minutes. That feels chill. 7 minutes later, hey Lowell, be honest, you've done this. And when they don't reply fast, suddenly your brain becomes a full-time detective. Did I say something wrong? Are they mad? Are they talking to someone else? If you both keep finding reasons to talk, keep conversations alive for no real reason, and secretly care way too much about response times, yeah, there's something there. Sign number 2. You act extra normal around each other, and it's painfully obvious. When 2 people like each other but don't want to admit it, they often try way too hard to seem normal. And by normal, I mean awkwardly controlled. You're suddenly very aware of how you sit, how you stand, what you say, what your face is doing. You laugh, then immediately wonder, was that laugh weird? You tell a joke, then replay it in your head for the next 6 hours. You might even pretend to be less interested than you actually are. For example, they walk into the room, and instead of saying hi like a normal person, you suddenly become deeply focused on your phone. Like, oh wow, this screen is fascinating today. Or you act overly chill. Oh hey, didn't see you there. You absolutely saw them. And when other people tease you about them, oh, you and that person? You immediately respond with, what? No, you, we're just friends. First of all, why did you say you? Second of all, nobody asked for that much defense. That's another big sign, defensiveness. If someone brings up their name and your reaction is a little too strong, laughing loudly, changing the subject, denying it very fast, congratulations, your feelings just waved hello. Also, notice how your energy changes around them. You're suddenly more alert, more aware, a little nervous, but also excited. It's like your body knows something your mouth refuses to admit. You're both acting normal, but it's the most unnatural normal ever. And everyone else can tell. Sign number 3, there's tension, and everyone feels it. This is the big one. Romantic tension doesn't need words. It just exists. It's in the eye contact that lasts a second too long. The silence that feels loud. The way small touches feel not so small. Maybe your hands brush accidentally, and neither of you moves right away. Maybe you make eye contact across the room, look away, then look back, and they're still looking. Maybe conversations suddenly stop when it's just the 2 of you alone. Not because you have nothing to say, but because there's too much to say. And here's the thing, tension like that doesn't happen randomly. It's not something you have with everyone. It's specific. It's mutual. Another huge giveaway. You both get a little weird when the other person talks about dating someone else. You'll act supportive. Oh yeah, that's cool. Good for you. But inside, Your heart just did a dramatic slow-motion fall down the stairs. You might tease them about it, but just enough to hide the jealousy. They might suddenly become quieter or change the topic. That reaction, that's not just friendliness. That's feelings trying very hard not to be exposed. And if other people around you sense it too. If friends say things like, "Okay, but something is definitely going on here," or "You two have a vibe," yeah, they're not imagining it. Energy doesn't lie, even when people do. Now here's the big question. Why do two people who clearly want each other pretend they don't? Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of ruining the friendship. Fear of being vulnerable. Fear of being the one who cares more. So both people wait and overthink and send hey texts instead of honest ones. And sometimes nothing happens, not because there wasn't potential, but because neither person made a move. So if you recognized yourself in this video, don't panic. It doesn't mean you need to confess your love tomorrow. It just means what you're feeling is real. And maybe, just maybe, the other person feels it too. Because when attraction is one-sided, it feels confusing. But when it's mutual, it feels electric, awkward, exciting, and impossible to ignore. If you enjoyed this video or secretly thought of someone while watching it, hit like, subscribe, and share it with that friend you definitely don't have feelings for. And remember, sometimes the signs are loud, even when no one is saying a word.